Manifestation is a very focused and pivotal aspect of spirituality for a lot of people. Manifestation, though, implies the intention of actually creating something that you want and you desire in life. There are many techniques on how to do this. Some work, some don't, but it all depends on the individual who's using them. Now, for you, you may have a technique that works well for you, whereas for somebody else, that same technique may not apply. And usually when you study manifestation, you have to study everything with a grain of salt, understanding that there are nuances, there are aspects of the techniques that you have to change and switch around and twist in order for you to get the results that you are looking for. So be mindful about manifestation and studying manifestation and understanding that the most important element of any technique is you. And so what I want to talk about is the details of manifestation, because a lot of people have these locked in beliefs about manifestation that I believe doesn't serve us. And when we think about our relationship with the universe, you being the creator of your universe, because they are kind of two separate things, right? There is the vast universe that we all share, but then more importantly, there is a universe that you create from your consciousness, your awareness. And as you use that understanding and you create a ability to consciously materialize the things that you want. And I say consciously because every time, all the time, we are unconsciously creating things that we are all experiencing. But now we want to consciously do it. We want to do it with the understanding as to who we are, as to being the creator of the universe. When you want to consciously do so, then you have to understand that there are some things that work well for you in order to create the things that you want. Now, what I want to highlight is the importance of allowing for the intelligence of the universe to participate in your creation. Now, I don't like to use the word co-creation because to co-create implies that you are taking a backseat to your process of materializing and manifestation. But there's an aspect of understanding that there is an intellect that is supporting you on this journey. You are the lead, right? You are the pilot of this ship. You are the pilot of this plane. Now, understand though, that the grand intelligence or cosmic intelligence is the plane itself. And what you are materializing is the destination. The thing that which you wish to create is itself the destination you are traveling toward on this plane. Understand that you have a multitude of different minds. And some of them you've heard before. The conscious mind, subconscious mind. Some people heard of the superconscious mind. And then you have, of course, the grand conscious or the cosmic consciousness of all that is. Remember, keep in mind that you are an individualized expression of that grand consciousness, experiencing life as you. So there really isn't a separation between you, your consciousness, subconscious, superconscious, and the grand conscious. But in order for you to identify as you experiencing your life, there needs to be an implement of some kind of mechanism to live that reality, to anchor yourself in that space of existence. And I like to call that mechanism the ego. The ego is the ability to create separation, to identify yourself from everyone else and from grand consciousness. But it's tricky because as we talk about spirituality and grand consciousness, we often say, well, you are that. That is you. There is no separation. We are all one. But at the same time, there is a separation. Remember, two things are contrast, need each other to exist. So oneness needs separation. Now, you are simultaneously at one, right, with everything, but also separate by way of the ego. When you have a clear understanding of this, even though it can be confusing at times, you then understand that it is your oneness, right? And your conscious mind at work with creating the things that you want. And so when you want to materialize something, I, from a conscious place, even maybe a subconscious place, can visualize the things that I want. Okay. If I say I want to move to a Caribbean country, I want to move to a place that has beautiful weather year long and is very peaceful, quiet, and serene. Now, some people may identify a particular country. Some people may identify a particular beach. For some people, that level of manifestation or that kind of manifestation works for them. I'm not interested in the details. I'm interested in the fullness of what it is that I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is a certain lifestyle. That means the most to me is a lifestyle. Where and how that lifestyle is achieved is irrelevant to me, because I know and understand that the consciousness or grand consciousness, right, of the universe is smarter than I am. And so though I may say, I want to live in this country on this beach, there are elements of that I don't know, because it is impossible for me to know. And when I say me, I mean consciously, my consciousness, to know everything there is to know about that particular beach in that country. I have to acknowledge and trust in the wisdom and the all-knowingness of the grand conscious universe, right? I have to trust in that. And so for me, understanding and wanting to know the details of my manifestation does not work, because the universe knows more than I do. What I need to come to clarity about is the important elements of what I want to manifest, what I want to materialize. Some people say they want this kind of car. Is that kind of car just as important to you, or is it more important to you than having a car, right? So you're telling me if you wanted this particular car, say you wanted a Mercedes-Benz, but if the universe provided you a BMW, would you not take it? When we think about life, and many people think that the universe is out to get them, the universe maybe doesn't even acknowledge them, and that their life sucks because of that. Or they feel like, hey, if I had full control over my life and everything that exists, I can make the world and I can make everything a better place. I can make everything better. And it's funny to me because it's like, you really think you are smarter than the universe? You are smarter than grand consciousness, cosmic consciousness, AKA God? It's laughable to me. And so when we even think about manifestation, the same theory applies. You think you know what you want. Many times you have no clue until you get it. And even then, there are aspects that you cannot foresee, that you cannot understand, that you cannot comprehend, because as your universe is being created by you, there are millions and millions and millions of other people creating their universe, and all of our universes are intertwining, exchanging with one another. And so when we think about the grand consciousness of all universe, understand that it is a symphony of things happening, and there needs to be a balance in that. And when you realize this and you understand that the grand consciousness has the ability to move and place everyone in their proper place, though they are in control of their own universe, the grand consciousness is still actively balancing everything at the same time. When we think about manifestation, realize that your idea and your desire is being created and is being created along with the symphony of everything else that is in motion in this universe. The point of this all, when you are materializing, when you are focused on manifestation, it is not the details that matter. In fact, I think the details get us more into trouble. We get more attached to details. And when there's attachment, there is always trouble. When you realize you want something for the purposes of purpose, right? Of passion, of just simply having a desire, pure desire for it, not from a place of ego, but from a place of understanding that this is something that is meant for you. It is the details that gets us into preventing the universe from giving it to us, because the details is an example of immaturity. The details is an example of lack of faith. You must get focused in on what's absolutely important. What about that thing that is absolute for you? It may not be the thing directly. It may be what the thing gets you. So really dive deep into what it is, why it is you wish to materialize this particular item, this particular thing. Once you do that, then you can allow for space for the universe to move and switch things around and accommodate what it is that you are absolute about. That's why I say, don't focus on the details. Keep your idea, your desire somewhat general, but open to the intelligent wisdom of the infinite. Allow yourself to be open to that, because though it is a part of you, you are a bit distant from it. Bottom line, it's not about the details. It's about the finite, important fact, the hard truth of why and what it is you want. And everything else is a matter of being up to the intellect, the intelligence of the source, the universe, the grand consciousness. Those things together create the results that you want. As you take this in, keep working toward mastering your conscious ability to materialize the things that you want in life. Follow the breadcrumbs, which is your curiosity. The breadcrumbs will then lead you to your passions, and then your passions will lead you to your purpose. Continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.